Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now before we get started today, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who sent get well wishes, not to me, but to my best pal here, Taylor. As you can tell, he's been a little bit under the weather lately, and I'm pleased to report that he's well on the mend. This is him yesterday at the vet's going in for a checkup, and as you can see, he's up on his back legs, paws on the counter, trying to charm a Scooby snack out of the practice nurse, and it worked, by the way. So he's back to his old self, I'm very pleased to say. Anyway, on with today's video. I was recently given what you'd probably describe as an abandoned project guitar by one of my students. Thanks, Sean. Much appreciated, mate. And he told me that, just do what you want with it. If you can fix it up and get it working, then, there's a new guitar for you. Or if you want to rob some of the bits off it, do that instead. So, I thought, I've got this strat style guitar, and it's not bad actually for what it is and for what it cost. You may have seen the three-way strat shootout I did recently between this, a Squier and a Fender. This is a Harley Benton ST57, by the way, and it gave a pretty good account of itself. One thing that you often hear is that a worthwhile upgrade to do to any Strat style guitar is to upgrade the bridge. Get rid of the cheap pot metal or zinc bridge and put a decent steel one on. And as it happens, this donor guitar has one of these bridges, a Wilkinson, let me have a look, a Wilkinson WV6SB. And as you can see, it passes the magnet test, which means that the block is probably, I would imagine, made from steel. Certainly the stock bridge in this guitar didn't pass the magnet test. It was obviously just zinc or, melted down baked bean cans or something. So, what you're going to hear next is a side-by-side comparison of just a simple strummed open E chord on the guitar with the old bridge, and then the same thing on the guitar with the new bridge in it. And the question I suppose we need to ask is, does this make any difference to the sound? Well, decide for yourself. Here they are. So did that make any difference? I think it possibly did. I tried to be as scientific as possible with the approach. Both tests were done with a fresh set of strings, and I tried to use the same amount of strumming force both times, and both tests were carried out with the same clean amp settings, so there was no grit or sustain or gain on there at all, or any effects at all. And I think there marginally is a difference in sound. I certainly think the new bridge has more depth to the tone and possibly a bit more sustain. It's not that obvious though, really. I suspect if you were to put a big high gain sound on that, then any difference would be just kind of buried, really, and it wouldn't be anywhere near as obvious as it is there. Which kind of bears out the test that I did between the three Strat type guitars that I did recently, between this Harley Benton, the Squier and the Fender. They all had different bridge blocks, and the Squier being the thinnest bridge block of them all, the humbucker tone on that Squier was my favourite out of the three guitars. So This kind of confounds what a lot of people say about it making a dramatic difference. It didn't in this case. That's all I'm prepared to say. However, in the past I have noticed different results to this. I recently, within the last 12 months, I guess, upgraded the bridge on my Harley Benton CST 24. It had a weird dead spot on the neck, so I took the old wrap over bridge off it and replaced it with a more chunky Wilkinson version, and the sustain did improve and it cured that dead spot on the neck. So, you know, it does make a difference sometimes, and it doesn't make as much of a difference other times. I think it's made a difference in this guitar here. I'm certainly, not going to swap back to the old bridge, because I think there is something of an improvement in sustain and tone, but not as dramatic as many people would have you believe, perhaps. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Has it made a big difference to you? Could you hear much of a difference? It's all subjective, I suppose, but yeah, let me know what your impressions of that swap are, and maybe it might influence you as to whether you're going to carry out a similar mod on your guitar or not, as the case may be. So there you go, folks. That's pretty much it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this little test and maybe got something useful from it. I'll just take a moment to mention that I am, as always at the moment, absolutely elbow deep in putting another Udemy course together. If you enjoyed my recent video on how I bluff my way through playing slide guitar, it seems so did a lot of other people, and they've asked me to put a course together on the subject, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. Here's a little snippet from it. So if you want to be able to play slide like that, then just, keep your eyes and ears open for when I announce that this course is going to go live. As I say, I'm about halfway through it at the moment, so there's a fair bit of work to do to get it ready to go to market, but I'll keep you posted. And of course, all of my other Udemy courses are available from my website. Details at the end of this video. There are a lot of massive discounts on them at the moment, so if you're fancying grabbing yourself a bargain and giving your playing a little bit of a boost, then now is as good a time as any, I guess. Why not treat yourself? And also with the Udemy courses, as I have mentioned in previous videos, you can see I've got a fret zealot system installed on this guitar. My best-selling course, Play Lead Guitar the Easy Way, is soon to be included as part of the content in the Fret Zealot app. So I'll keep you posted on that as well. And if you're fancying getting a Fret Zealot, then use the code you can see on screen here to grab a bit of a discount from the link that is in the description. To buy your Fret Zealot. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks again for all of the well-wishing and get well messages. Much appreciated. It's been an absolute... it's been quite touching the way some of you have got in touch to say to wish the lad well. Thanks very much for that, and I'll just take this opportunity to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and I'll look forward to seeing you all again next time around. Bye for now, folks. And don't forget, before you go, to check out my Udemy courses, which you can see are available via my website, which is also where you can contact me to get in touch for some one-to-one tuition, either via Skype or in person if you live local to me. I also have merchandise available on my Teespring store, and of course all of the links are in the description. See you next time, chaps.